Hey guys, it's Hippokittie here. Today we're going to be talking about reproduction cartridges as well as multicarts. Now, as you can tell, I am a retro game collector. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm a retro game collector and player. It's pretty much what I like to stream and what I like to record. Now, I have no problem. I'll come out saying this right now. I have no problem with people producing reproduction cartridges, but not the way people usually think. I have no problem with people reproducing multi-cartridges or retro cartridges for games that are rare or didn't release, like a Mr. Gimmick or something like that, or were only released in regions where you don't live or you can't speak the language, such as like Japan, if you don't speak Japanese, for the Famicom and the Super Famicom, and for the PC Engine slash TurboGrafx 16. So I don't have a problem with reproduction cartridges for those games necessarily, especially if they're like translated, like Splatterhouse. They did a one because they have Splatterhouse Wampaku Graffiti for the Famicom. So I have no problem with that kind of thing in general. Now I do think you should still own the original cartridge, even if you can't like play it if you're gonna be a collector. But what I have here, which you can kind of see some right here, is a mixtures of stuff. Now I have two multi-cartridges, which I'm going to be doing a full review of. And then I have a couple of reproductions. Let's put this note out there. These reproductions I got, I did not know were reproductions when I ordered them. It didn't say they were reproductions. It said they were in very good condition and that they were used. So I've already consulted Amazon about this. Nothing's been said. I don't think Amazon really cares that much. But let's start with the more obscure one that people wouldn't know, because you'd have to know the system and recognize it as a reproduction. And that would be the PC Engine. I have here Adventure Island, which anyone who knows the game, sorry, that's really blurry. Anyone that knows the console knows what they're supposed to look like. And this is not what it's supposed to look like at all. Like, the card is like the right shape, but it's thicker than it's supposed to be. It's a little bit heavier than it's supposed to be. And everything like that. But this is straight a reproduction. They did go through the effort of putting on artwork for it, but the artwork is the wrong size and everything like that. The game works fine. This is not the Adventure Island that most people in the United States remember. Most people remember the one from Hudson where you're the little guy with the grass skirt running and like shooting hammers at like snails and stuff. No, this is more of a side-scroller hack and slash adventure game. Here in the United States it was released called Dragon's Curse. So that's fun. I didn't know this was a reproduction when I ordered it. And when it showed up, I realized it was. It was wrapped up in plastic packaging, like brand new packaging. Came with no manual, no nothing, which is normal with reproductions, and in a lot of cases normal with non-reproduction used games. But there was no scratches, there was no coloring, nothing. Like, this has never been used. And I looked up the seller, and other people had complained about the same thing. There's actually been several cases where they got kitty. Stop it. Sorry. Where there were several cases where they actually ordered something and they showed up. It had the right artwork and everything on it, but when they plugged it in, it didn't work like the way it's supposed to. Like, there was one case where someone like literally got they ordered one game, I think it was Heavy Unit, which I actually have Heavy Unit, and what was in it was actually Adventure Island. So whatever. Then the other one, this one upset me like far more than the Adventure Island one. 'Cause the Adventure Island one, it's still the right game. Now I have to reorder it, but whatever. This one makes me very angry. Very angry. And that would be Majora's Mask. Zelda's Majora's Mask. Now, from a camera perspective, this doesn't look too off. Like, it looks fine. In person, it doesn't. It's the wrong shade of gold. It's got the wrong kind of like texturing on it. Like it is feeling very cheap and rough, and that sucks. And then on the front, they actually went through the effort of trying so hard to be sneaky about it. It literally says Nintendo official seal. Doesn't say seal of quality, just official seal. Now, I have friends that actually have the real games, the real Majora's Mask. Now, with that, they are actually uh, looking at this and like, holy crap, this is really fake. Because apparently the gold glitter on here is also not normal. Normally it's just a flat gold. And this is all glittery. So, fun. I ordered that for specifically for a stream. I'm I'm not a big fan of the game itself. It is very frustrating, very angering. But that's a different story. That's a story for a different time. We're talking about the reproduction. Now, this one was labeled in good condition. And when I contacted the seller, they stated we were unaware that we would have to do this. They changed the listing stating that it is a reproduction after I pointed it out to them. That is not acceptable because you're taking somebody like myself who bought the game with the intention of it being an original game and playing it. And you do nothing but change what it is. I'm not gonna be crazy and stupid. I'm going to put links to those stores down below because there's some people like that are watching this that don't care if it's reproduction. They just want the game. But they're selling the reproductions at the same cost as the original games. Now, from personal experience knowledge, I could get this cart. I can get this like body. I can go get like a really cheap one, like a $2-3 game, like diet gold without the sparkles. Go to like an electronic store, pick up a sticker printer, and print out these stickers with the same material, same everything like that, and get the board for it, like just a general board, and wipe it and put a new one in it. I could literally do that for about 10, 15, maybe $20. Like if I do more than one, which these companies do, they do a lot of reproductions. So just the base materials, it would cost about $20 max for one. I paid $50 for a reproduction game that doesn't take $50 to make. And the reason I paid $50 is because the actual cartridges sell for $50. So I'm very not happy about that. Then we're gonna get these multi-carts. Now, I don't really like multi-cart ideal that much, but these ones caught my attention because of a couple games on them. Games that are more rare or more expensive. And multi-carts have a bad reputation of being just a bunch of ROM hacks and stupid games. Well, I can tell you from experience that neither one of these are ROM hacks. They're actually the full games. I got the Super 143-in-1 for the NES, which has got a nice, very nice black cartridge. I actually do like the black cartridge. It looks very nice to me. But it does have a couple scuffs on it. I'm not sure if that's from my system or not. I hope it's not from my system, because if it is, that means that my actual cartridges are going to get scuffed. And I don't like that. And the other is the Super 102-in-1. This one feels really cheap. I don't like this cartridge that much. It feels cheap. It looks cheap. It's shaky. It's barely being held together by glue, I think. Yeah, but these two game cartridges are actually really cool. I got them because of a couple rare games on them. On this one, it was because of one specific game. One. And that Samurai Zombie Nation was on here. And I might do a stream of it just because I really like the game. But it also had other games on there too that I'm gonna be buying anyway. The only reason I got this instead of the actual Samurai Zombie Nation is that actual cartridge for one with like virtually no labels, like $200. and this was $30. So I got it for the intention of playing the game. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the actual cartridge. Who are you joking? I might buy the Famicom version though, because I can get a Famicom version for about 35, 40 bucks, and then buy like a Honeybee or something like that to play it on my American system. This one I got for a game that was not the game I remembered. uh, uh, I literally bought this just for the Mortal Kombat 3. Now, it's not like a super sensitive game, it's nothing like that. It was just because it was literally the same price as the Mortal Kombat 3, and it came with other games too. Some of the worst games I've ever played on the Super Nintendo are actually on this cartridge. So, that's fun. Anyway, I just wanted to go on this little spiel rant and give a little bit of clarity to things. I got my hair cut, I got my mohawk back. Got to re-dye it green here in a little bit. It's starting to fade. Anyway, be expecting a full review of the multicarts on their own video. These retro reproduction cartridges. I just wanted to talk about them from a anger standpoint and tell you what's going on with that. It's sucky, but it's whatever. Anyway, thanks for joining me in today. I'm not sure if we can call this thing necessarily a vlog or tech. I think I'll call this a tech talk. I'll talk tech, whatever. Anyway, thank you, and remember, always follow your dreams. Peace, guys.
Hey guys, if you guys like the video, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mother, tell your cat, tell your dog. If you have like a chinchilla, tell your chinchilla. I don't know. Just let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.